Rolling out. Here's a pitch. What a tackle by Notre Dame for a loss. An open field hit by Drew Tranquil.
Regardless of how well prepared a defense is for the triple option, it normally takes a few series for them to adjust to the speed of a well-run triple option. But your team started the game with consecutive 3-and-outs against Georgia Tech, and that had not happened this year. They hadn't been sent to the sidelines 3-and-out once until your game.
Yeah, I thought we got off to a great start, and it starts inside out. You have to have great line play. And it started with Isaac Rochelle and Jerry Tillery and Joe Schmidt inside out, taking away the fullback. You take away the fullback and you run and rally to the quarterback and pitch, and we were able to do that. But it started inside, and those 3-and-outs were essentially taking away the fullback, and really those guys up front did a great job.
And it may have started in the offseason. Yeah. You kind of gave Bob Elliott a doctoral thesis project to go really study the triple option. What were you looking for from that?
Well, really what we're trying to do is our system and what we had been doing, and then kind of compare notes with other programs that have had some success with the triple option, and see if there were some common threads there that we could build off of, and maybe some things that could enhance what we were doing. And I think that's what Bob did a great job of, is that he didn't go with the idea of we're going to change a lot of things, but what can we do to supplement what we already have, and maybe some ideas that can maybe confuse the quarterback a little bit, change some things up. And I think he did a great job of getting all that information and then bringing it back to Brian Van Gorder, and Brian then getting it into our defensive system. And I think it was well executed.
This season is really becoming the season of next man in. Drew Tranquil playing so well for you, and you're losing for the year in a freak injury. Then Matthias Farley comes in on his very first series. He forces a fumble and ends up playing a great game.
He played well, he did. You know, I think he probably would have liked to play the last touchdown pass a little bit better, but he did some really good things. You know, he came in, as you mentioned, caused that first fumble, and then made some good plays on the pitch, played aggressively, but you know, he's a seasoned veteran. We count on him and trust him to come in and play well, and he did that for us.
Here's a long ball of Fuller. He still beats him. Downfield, it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Kaiser to Fuller, delivers again.
Evaluate the first start of Deshaun Kaiser.
Well, I think anytime you beat the number 14 ranked team in the country, that's a good first start. His command of the offense was excellent. I thought his overall leadership was excellent. And we've talked about this. It is loud now at home games. I think the construction has definitely changed. We'll even consider going with some nonverbal cadence at home, which is unusual. But his communication needs to get better, and his cadence. Threw the ball okay, even though he threw it at 68% completion, he could throw it a little bit better. I think a lot that he can take from this first start and get so much better from.
And it helps to have good guys to throw to. He has a number of them.
Well, he's got good players to throw to, and when you got a guy like Will Fuller who can take the top off of coverage, that helps, because you just throw it out there and he goes, runs and catches it. Then you've got a running back who can go the distance. You've got an offensive line that can give you the time. That's a pretty good supporting cast in your first start.
Let's talk about Fuller's touchdown, the 46-yard catch.
Well, it was interesting. It was a third down and long situation, and they had been bringing a lot of pressure. So we maxed out the protection. It was a 3-man route, and they went to double zone. Deshaun did a very good job of holding the safety inside. The ball got caught up in the wind. The defensive back kind of lost it, threw it to the back shoulder. Will made a nice adjustment to it for a touchdown.
And defenses are trying to pay attention to C.J. Procise. 198 rushing yards plus the 91-yard touchdown, the longest run ever in Notre Dame Stadium history.
Amazing. I don't think that we were going to ever see something like that, and ever in Notre Dame history in the stadium. But great run. He was very patient, set up his blocks, and you know, just he's got great speed too. You know, I turned to Autry Denson, his running back coach, who's our all-time leading rusher, as you know, and I turned to him. I said, "Did you think he was going to get caught?" He goes, "Coach, we don't get caught, not when we get in the open." So it was nice to see it.